Hello everybody, I'm Stuart Dell, Philips Lighting. I guess I've got the graveyard slot. I've always been told the slot immediately after lunch is the slot where you all fall asleep. So I hope I can engage you. So I've got two products to present to you. The first one I'd like to present is known as MSD 5R Platinum. I don't think Philips themselves need any explanation or to you as to who we are, but I represent the lamps part of the company. I do not represent fixtures and fittings in any way, shape or form. So I do not represent Silicon, Strand or any of the other brands. I represent lamps. Now, the Platinum 5R is a new lamp. It was launched 9 months ago and is present in a number of fixtures. Let me explain to you what it is. It's a derivative of lamps that go into projectors for computers. So you can sort of recognise it as that. Within the entertainment field, clearly we put the optics around it. So by putting the optics around it means it's very, very efficient because we've controlled that aspect of it. So there's no need for the fixtures to be tampered with from an optical alignment perspective. That has been done. But what has this lamp got that no other lamp has? LEDs, we're all familiar with LEDs saturating the market. The LEDs are fantastic in a wash environment, and they're reducing energy in a wash environment, and we're all very comfortable with that. But when you're talking about beams and you're talking about spot environments in moving lights, this can do that. It's powering at 189 watts, but it's actually delivering. It's very difficult to say to you exactly what it's delivering because its characteristics are different, but I'll say to you it delivers up to 575. But it also can easily say 300 watts. The reason I say its characteristics are different is because if you look at a beam, how the beam is actually produced, a normal lamp, say a 300 watt lamp, would have a peak intensity in the middle. This actually has a very homogeneous beam distribution, meaning that across the whole spectrum, across the whole beam, it's giving a very even light. And that is one very, very important feature to recognise with the optical control and the management of this lamp. This lamp actually has only a 1mm arc. That 1mm arc enables it to be extremely efficient. The efficiency of the lamp means that we're able to collect all the light and the light is able to be delivered out of the fixture. The gate, typically you can get it away with a gate of less than 5mm inside a fixture. That is a very, very small gate for the light to travel through. Its colour temperature is 8,000 lumens. Important to recognise that means its perceived brightness on stage and on an environment in a disco is very, very bright because 8,000 lumens is typically slightly brighter than typically you would expect a normal moving light to be performing at. Normal moving light will be performing at 6,500 to 7,000. But an MSD, we actually deliberately push an MSD up to 8,000. We could control this down to a lower temperature if we wanted to, but for the market we're aiming at, which is very much disco, we want this to be producing at 8,000 Kelvin. I'm not going to bore you with the technical aspects of it too much. As I say, it's 189 watts. It's delivering easily to 575 watts. Therefore, you're getting a significant 60% energy saving on stage. In a sleep mode, it will come down to 150 watts. It can be run at 150 watts. It's CRI meaning the colour, the perceived colour that you're receiving is a very respectable 75, which again, MSD, that's what we would expect in a disco DJ market. We wouldn't expect any more than that, and the market's not demanding any more than that. Okay, proof is we're a lamp manufacturer, but other people have to adopt this. So to date, Clay Packy have got their new fixture on market today, the Sharpie, the Elation Platinum 5R Spot, and the Visi Beam from American DJ. Those fixtures are on market today and are selling actively today. But I'll leave you with one statement, and it's not my statement, it's the statement from Lighting and Sound. When he carried out a detailed technical study on this lamp inside the elation fixture, that is what he commented. He's commenting that the lamp is responsible for the great features of this fixture. And he actually goes on to say this isn't the last time we'll see this lamp. Now, that's not prompted. We haven't dialogued with Mike for him to say that. He's openly said that of this product. He's seen this product as exciting. So that is Platinum 5R. I invite any questions on the product.
How many versions of the bulb are there, and what's the beam angles?
There is only one version of the bulb at the moment. Yep. There will be further versions coming, because as with any innovation that we do, we don't stop at one, we bring an entire family out. Beam angle, you can't register the beam angle because this isn't actually producing the light, it's what it does inside the fixture. So the fixture manufacturers is responsible then for actually what the beam angle comes out in their zoom capacity, etc. So.
Price?
Typically a system, because we sell this as a system, so control gear, etc. As a system, you would be buying this about 130 pounds, so, which is extremely competitive.
Just as not a lighting person, but what actually makes this different to the other products that are out there?
60% energy saving, 1mm arc, capturing all the light, so you're not wasting energy.
I'm not talking about specifications, but what makes this different?
There's no other entertainment lamp that does anything like this does.
What is that? Apart from power saving and specification.
Oh, ouch. 1mm arc, derivative of computer projector beams, angles. It can go through any moving arrangements, because computer projectors, you can't take a computer projector and throw it around. This has been engineered so that you can throw it around and do whatever you want with it. It will remain stable through life.
Is that something that's new? Our lab, sorry, I'm a rigger, so... But
no, it's not new. That's what lamps are meant to do. But to bring it down to this compactness and to bring it down to this level of energy control versus light output, you really are pushing boundaries. Yeah, you're pushing boundaries.